Daytona International Speedway, the places that's known for drafting and known for wrecking cars. We are live here with Ghost Cup Series. I do have a co-host. He's trying to get into the session though. I'll unmute him right now. Hopefully you'll be able to get in, Andrew. But
with these slow internet speeds, anything is possible.
Yeah, hopefully. But the grid has been set here, so it'll be Hubka who owns the league. Looks like he might be put in the green, I believe. Yes, he is. Robert Lawrence, Christopher Burge, Robert F. Kenny will be 4th. Wheeler will be 5th. Zachary Woods 6th. Noah Owens 7th. Brock Whitehead 8th. Christopher Reese 9th. Brock Savati 10th. James Silvers 11th. Trey Whitehead 12th. Kyle Speece and Christian Roos are in the pits. They're going to be waiting to join, so they might be missing the start here very quickly for them. This is a one of 2 duels, so there'll be another one. One was back to back, but they'll be going green this time by. You know, I raced here last season, so this is kind of, you know, weird watching them race without me in it. I was on Hubka's team also. He's got, I think, 1 teammate in here at least. It'll be Hubka that'll lead him to green. Robert Lawrence on his outside. Hubka will have Kenny pushing him. Hubka gets a decent start. Not a big jump. So they're going to go down to turn 1. You can see Speech joining. Roos will be probably following behind him. They will, so they'll be joining at the tail end. They'll be having to hope that their draft can keep him in touch. But Hubka's going to get out to a good lead. Lawrence will have Roberge behind him. He's getting out there pretty far, though. He needs to get back behind them, because if he doesn't, he's going to get gobbled up. He'll go to the middle lane, back down, trying to figure out where he wants to go.
Right out.
Oh, yeah. It seems like middle lane on some of these tracks, just, I don't know what it is. They just get going somehow every single time. It's going to be, yeah, Roberge will get the lead. Woods is up there. Woods is kind of a mid-pack driver all last season, but he's going to get up there in 2nd. Actually, I looked away for a quick second. Hubka's going to go back to 3rd. The 2 Fords will go out in front. The Fords do have a little bit of an advantage at this track. They'll be able to shove each other better than the Chevys with that flat front end.
Mm-hmm. Just because the Chevys have a little bit of a smaller than they do the Fords. The Fords can draft a little bit longer than the Chevys can.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think most of this... And even the Toyotas too. The Toyotas every now and then they can get a good shove, because they're not super flat, but they're flat enough that they can get a good push with the car in front of them. Pretty calm. Lawrence will lead him. Roberge 2nd. Hubka's falling back to 4th or 5th. They're too wide in the pack. Pretty calm. It's only lap 3. So not many people making any drastic moves this early on. It's still pretty calm. Woods is going to go to the lead off the front end of Brock Whitehead. They go up in that middle lane, though. Yeah, it looks like he might saw the middle lane and said, I'm going to move up there now and try to help them. He'll have, I believe that's a new cover pushing him. The 97, no, he's returning.
Oh, 34's checking up. Huge check up on the bottom.
You can see somebody shot out. I think that was Kenny. Yeah, that was Kenny. The 10 car had to shoot out of line very quickly right there for them. That's going to put Woods to the lead. It's only a little bit into this race, but they're still trying to make a decent amount of moves. Woods is working that. He goes from the top to the bottom, cutting off the draft of Whitehead. Still gonna be pretty calm though.
It looks like he might be dropping to the back. I don't know. Oh, trouble!
Oh, there's a crash. Kenny's over. 34. That's a huge crash. See what happened there. Looked away, but somebody got spun. See what happened there real quick. Might have been a bump draft gone wrong.
The 31. It looked like the 31, I guess, got loose?
I'll look right here, see what happened. 31's on the 60. He's got cars behind him.
And I guess the
It's a little bit ahead here.
I believe the 31 was trying to drop back, but the 34 was trying to let him in.
I think you're right. It looks like the 34 just it's kind of just I don't really know who's at fault there. It's like 34, 98, and 10 all get into it. I think he was trying to let him in, and he just ran over him. I don't think that was of the fault of really any driver. It's just someone trying to be let into line, and it didn't fall like you really wanted it to exactly.
Yeah. So the 31 was trying to drop back, but he did it pretty late. And didn't let anybody know. And the 34 was trying to let him back in.
Yeah, you know, the good thing is, I believe Hubka told me that, you know, we have removed fast repairs for all the races, but we will keep them for super speedways. It's probably going to be maybe a split decision on who's going to come to pit. It's like, I might be wrong. It looks like, yeah, everybody's going to come in, followed by Brock will lead them. Trey Whitehead, Christopher Reese, Woods. Owens is going to stay out, though. He's going to roll the dice. He's going to be the only car that stays out. Everybody else comes down pit road. Hubka.
Now, tires really don't come into importance here at any kind of super speedway, but it does help you with the restarts if you want to get a good jump.
Yeah, I mean, I was always somebody, you know, if I slid in my pits, I might as well go ahead and get tires, but at this track, it's not huge. I mean, it's a little bit of a fall off at the start, but once you get in the draft, you really can't tell. It's mainly who can keep the most fuel in their car most of the time. Let's see if Noah Owens is in here. I might bring him in. I'll probably bring Noah in. Hold on. Hey, Noah, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a coffee, man? Oh. No, can you hear me, man? I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, he might have been. I think he's pulling over to try to look at his Discord.
Yeah. I think he's on a code brown from that wreck. He barely got by the 10 when the 10 was in midair.
Yeah, I'll put him back in this group, see if we can get that fixed or figured out. I'll drag him back in there and leave him. Might get Hubka to, fix his mic just a little bit. Or maybe, I don't know. No, it's early in the race, 25 laps left still here. It's like he might have some teammates behind him, though. Let me look at the team roster for these people. Now, some of these teams really picked up some people. Some of them dropped a lot. We've got a one-car team here. Looks like he has Wheeler. His teammate Lawrence got into it earlier. Roberge did also. So that's two teammates that already had to use a fast repair. I don't think he has. Yeah, I don't think he has any other teammates in it. So he's kind of up there alone, really. So he's gonna have a Chevy. This field looks like it's almost all Chevys in here, but they'll be led by a Ford. I'm gonna go back green here, so we'll go back green this lap.
You know who that cockpit really did help?
Who?
It really helped Kevin Spees, Christian Ruse. Since they had a late jump in, since they missed the gridding, they were able enough to now get back caught up to the front of the field.
I really didn't even think about it. I honestly had forgotten that, they didn't make it, so they were really back there, and they weren't really being able to get next to each other, so they were really hoping they probably would have gone a lap down at the end of this.
Yeah. I mean, just only with a small size of cars, it's pretty difficult to basically run an entire race with no cautions.
Oh, yeah. 88's going to lead him in green. He's going to get a good jump over the 33. 60's going to come with the 33. 62 did not get a good start at all. That's Christopher Reese. That 88's going to jump up into that top lane. He'll be pushed by the 33 to 60. The 17 is all over the bumper of the 60 right now. He's got Kyle Rocket Speesto behind him. Man, won a lot of races last year. They're going to be put 3 wide. 33, 17, 62. Early in the race, but looks like they decide it's better not to do this that early. So they settled down. They were going to take it 3 wide, then they probably thought, man, it's only 7 laps into the race. As that 60 has that, or yeah, that 60 has that 62 all over his bumper, shoving him. Oh, he's going to get turned. 60 gets turned in front of the field, collects the 88.
No!
Into the 34, had just uses faster per Hubka. Oh, he barely clips the 34. That's going to be heavy front end damage. I think I know what happened, though. The 60 just got up off the bottom just barely, and the 34 just...
Yeah.
Who was it? No, 60 was getting shot by a 62.
Now, then, there's a thing that a lot of iRacers have always said, please don't push in the corners.
Oh, yeah, it's going to end up bad if you push in the corners, because... Yeah, you can see here the 60 gets off the bottom just barely. 62 turns him, and that's in front of the whole field.
And it just turned into a bumper hooked.
Oh, yeah. A lot of drivers never go. 88 gets pounded. Some drivers make it through on the bottom. That takes out a lot of cars, though. Speeds gets damaged. Whitehead gets damaged. 60 clips the 34. And the 6. 17 gets damaged. Oh, looks like he might have gotten net coated. A little bit lucky there for him. But they're just wrecking at this point. Nobody can go anywhere. You see Kenny. Kenny sees this, and he's pretty much just stopped up front, not doing anything.
I think the only 2 guys that got free of it was the 97 of Brock Salati and the 14 of Christian Roos. Wrecks happened in front of them, and it happened all above them. And they were able to squeeze right by with no damage.
And that's just lucky. I mean, when you see that, that's one reason. Got super speedway racing. Once somebody gets turned, it's like everybody gets into it. There's just nowhere you can go at a certain point of no return. You're just hoping, please don't hit me. Please just don't hit me right now. It's like that's gonna put almost almost every car is gonna come down pit road. But I mean, they did have damage.
Besides Brock and Christian.
Yeah, it looks like I think most of them are gonna have to use their faster pairs though, because they had pretty heavy damage. 88 uses it. 98 saving his. I think Hubka's probably going to try to fix it. Yeah, he's going to try to fix his damage as good as he can. Really has to hope that he doesn't have engine damage, though, because if he does, that's going to be tough on him. Yeah. Most of the spoilers are seemingly straight on some of these cars, so I don't know how.
Typically, if you have optional repairs, and if it's more than a minute long, you typically will not be up to speed or that well in the track to be competitive.
Yeah, and with these Gen 6 cars, I mean, they're just so air reliant. You can maybe nick the front end, but if you get any other damage compared to the next gen cars, I mean, you can send the next gen car through a fire and have it beat against a wall 50 times and it'll come back. But these are so touchy with the air. I mean, if you get a little bit of damage, it just pulls you back so hard. And that's just one thing about these cars you got to be very careful with. As this 60 doesn't even have a front end. It's like he's running a modified at Daytona.
Hey, sometimes modifieds can be fast at some good places.
I mean, they can tape up these cars. Might as well slap as much tape on it as you can.
Exactly.
I've always thought, why don't they just do that? Just remove the radiator. Bruce, if you have a paint scheme on and it's not showing, I'll give a little refresh here. Unless it was your iRacing one that was showing on it.
So we have Chris Wheeler. He tried to fix all the damage he could, and right now he's hustling back up to the front. The field is exiting 2, and he just entered turn 3. So he's got to be hauling it.
Oh yeah, he's going to be cutting it close.
No, yeah, Zachary Ward's Repaired, and looks like he is fully repaired, and he's back out. Looks like he did take his only fast repair.
Very close from his, Wheeler's coming from the back, but he's literally 40 seconds behind. But he may be able to make it up if he just gets there in time.
Yeah,
I think he will.
He entered one. Field is still in the back stretch, entering 3. So I mean, they're probably gonna go green when it's in the middle of 3.
Yeah, he's gonna be close if he can get there. Yeah, they're already in the middle of 3 and 4, coming out of it now. Pull up something on a tablet. It'll be.
Oh, he'll be there just in time.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like the straggler there with a little bit of damage. Luis Salvati leading him to green. Roos on his outside. Owens will have that 97 in front of him. Someone gets a decent jump. Roos goes down to the bottom. He'll fall in line, but that's going to leave, I think, the 34, Robert Lawrence, as they're going to duck up, actually. Yeah, that top lane, that's really going to hurt that 97. He has nobody behind him. He's got to hope that 10...
It's going to be a big checkup.
Oh, he's got to hope that 10 can get to him. The 33 is going to drop out. He's going to go to the back. He wants to tuck out of this. He doesn't want to be there. 14 has the 8-8 all over him, shoving him. We already saw that, though, earlier.
Down low.
He's got Whitehead behind him, but he's only 2 cars. Hupka's going to follow him. Hupka's is Roos's teammate. Looks like everybody kind of followed him to the bottom after that. Now looks like it's... The bottom lane has a little bit of cars going. Not a huge amount, though. 88's going to go to the lead. He'll be pushed by 98. 14 will have the 31, 5, and 97. So there's pretty even up top. That top lane, though, seems that most of these tracks, just something with it. They just pull away. I don't know if it's just...
31 is heading to the back, and that's going to make that top line very dominant.
Oh, yeah, that bottom lane just kind of fell apart. As fast as it formed, it fell apart pretty quick, though. So 88's jumped out to a good lead. Like Roberge has front end damage, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting him that much. You can definitely see that his front end's been beat in. So 14's going to go up high. He's going to have to follow him. Like, he's going to try to get a top lane going. They can get probably 2 more cars.
The thing with these cars is that they're so aero sensitive that even if you get side by side with them, it can drag somebody back, or it can drag somebody, and that's what we call side draft. But I think these guys, from the 2 early wrecks, I think they are 34 and 36. Ooh, they just saved it.
We're getting a little antsy
34
here.
is still on the apron. What I was trying to say is, since these cars are too aero sensitive, that you can easily get on their side, and you can pull them back right near their left wheel and their right wheel and their left front, and it can cause something called side drafting.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, with side drafting too, I mean, it works wonders when it works, and then when it doesn't, I mean, you're going to spin the guy in front of you, so you got to be really careful with that. 14's coming back just a little bit. You only have 3 cars, but they're coming on that outside lane. 17's got damage. He's able to hang with them, though, because they're cutting the air in front of him.
Yep.
Bruce.
And we're going to be coming to the halfway point in this duel.
Been, pretty calm. I mean, what was 2 wrecks back to back? Because that middle lane's kind of fallen apart. 17's ditched them, so now it's going to be 2 cars. They're going to be really hurting here within probably a lap if they don't get in line.
Yeah, I think their best bet is just to fall back.
They're going to have to soon, as I think that's what they...
But 97 went to the outside.
That might change everything.
62's out there.
Yeah, he's got the 62 with him. 14, now there he might be thinking, maybe I stay up there. Oh, that 97's really pinching that 10 down there. He's trying to get in. That 10's going to... Yeah, 10 looks like he let him in. He almost got himself turned coming down in front of him.
Oh, and 10 did not like that.
Yeah, he gave him a little shot there. That was really Aggressive move by that 97. He's going to go up high, though. Might be thinking, yeah, I probably shouldn't be behind this 10 because I really cut down in front of him. Look at Wheeler. Yeah, Wheeler's really fell off.
97 cuts down right between the 17 and 31.
Now, right now is at 62. He's probably going to get to the back here. He'll tuck in behind Hupka. I think he will.
97 and 17 looking to the outside again.
97. He's kind of in the spot where he can kind of look around because he'll get the draft of both those cars when you have somebody in the middle and the bottom lane. You can kind of flip-flop just a little bit, but you have to end up choosing one eventually.
Yep.
That middle lane, though, they're going to start forming.
14. Yeah.
It looked like they were going to form, and they kind of cut it again, but that's going to be a 17. The man, they're going to shut him out. 14.
Yep. They're going to shut him out.
They don't want to work with him. They see his damage. They're just going to hold him back. That 97 doesn't have damage, and I think the 14 and the 5 both know that. They might be trying to get up to his bumper. The 97 is going to go low, though. He doesn't want to work with them. Here comes Whitehead. They're just kind of dodging in and out. They don't know what to do. Still pretty calm. 88 still going to lead. He has a 98 and a 10 behind him. That 97. And he keeps on,
outside.
He keeps on going in and out, but then he goes right back down to that bottom lane. I think that he needs to just choose one and stay there. As he's going to have the 62, it looks like, with help behind him. Now the middle lane's starting to get cars with him. They're going to have the 62, 14, and 5 all with them, and with 4 cars, they may be able to do something right here.
Yep, they're going to catch the 98 and the 88 at the end of this turn.
Seems like the middle lane too, like they lose on the straight, but they gain in the corner just so much.
Oh, bottom lane had to check up. 10 almost bumper hooked them 98.
That top lane's not even really in order. The 62 came off. Looks like he was a little bit loose. They're going to duck down. That's going to leave the 14 and the 5, but the 31's going to jump up. He's going to try to help him. That 17 is just kind of lurking in the back. They've got nobody with them. 97 is going to go to the lead. They're all in the bottom lane. They've kind of figured out, yeah, this really isn't worth it. Looks like we have another group back here though. That's formed 36, 33. Oh, wrong one. It's 36. No, 60, 36, and 33. We've decided to make their own little pact here. They're kind of pretty much out of it at this point. They have to hope for a caution. Lawrence is struggling. He's there. Wheeler is there too, but I mean, he's got front end damage pretty heavy, so he might have wanted to use his fast repair earlier. But it's pretty calm up here now. They've kind of realized, yeah, we just need to ride at this point. Not really fight each other.
Well, in about 2 to 3 laps, they will be catching the sticks of Chris Wheeler.
It's like, yeah, Robert Lawrence is going to come into pit. He might, I don't think he'll park it, but I think he just wants to come in. Maybe use his fast repair. He's decided, yeah, that was a bad choice. I should have used it earlier.
Yeah.
Pretty calm still. They're not really doing much. It's either he's trying to get his damage fixed or he's just pitting to wait for something to happen.
I think Robert did pit.
Yeah, he's in. He's been in there for almost 40 seconds now, though.
Yeah, they're going to catch Wheeler in, I believe, the exit of 4.
Yeah, he'll probably end up staying high. He knows he doesn't have a car to compete with him at all, really. And he's going 177. Everybody else is going over 200 miles an hour, so they're just going to blow by him. 17's going to get really loose. Not sure if he meant to do that, but he got super loose, and I thought it was going to end up bad for him. He's going to try to tuck in, see if Whitehead lets him in. He will. You see that 5 and the 14, though, they're teammates. They might kind of be working together. That 5 is going to follow the 14. Can he get the 17 to go with him, though? He needs somebody behind him to push, because if he doesn't, it's not going to do anything. You can ask the 31. The 31, I mean, he's a pusher. He knows how to do it. You might be thinking it's just a little too early. That bottom lane just has a lot of people. That 97's really wiggling around, though.
Yeah.
The front end of that 62, I think the 62 is getting all over him and making him a little bit looser than what he wants to be. The 14 and the 5 are still on the top. It's like, yeah, they're moving around a little bit more. Roos is trying to hang tough on the outside. He has a teammate that he knows will work with him, but he just needs somebody else. Hupka does have that damage, but he's been able to stay with him, though.
He has.
We'll go on board with him real quick. That middle lane, I think they've got somebody else on the car, so I can't really see. As they do, they have the 17. He's jumped up in front of him, but that 17 has front end damage. So he might not be the best leader up here. So 31's going to join him. Will he stay up there? That 17's really getting shoved by Roos. He's going to jump back in right in front of the 91. We've seen people dodging or jumping in and out the line, almost getting turned. Actually did see somebody get turned earlier. Really aggressive with going down there.
Ooh, 14 almost hit the wall out of 2.
Bruce got really loose there. I'm like, oh, it's 97's going to get hooked in front of him.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
he got turned.
The 14 and the 5 are going to make it. Looks like it's only going to be the 97 that gets damaged. Going to have to see what happened.
Good old classic bumper hook. Got him.
I'll go on the chase here. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can already see it. That 62 is all over him. Hits him once. Gets him a little sideways. Oh, yep, there he is. He's just kind of scraping, hooks the 97.
Yeah.
Right in front of the field. I think that's only going to get the 97 damage. I don't know how. Nope. 98.
Chris Roebuck, he's definitely done.
Yeah, 98 and the 10, I was wrong. They both got heavy damage. 14 and the 5 make it through, though.
Yeah.
I think
and the 10 definitely had some major damage as well.
Oh yeah, he's got some damage. We'll have to see who used their fast repair though. I'm not sure. We have to see if will anybody come to pit. I don't think they will.
The 97. I believe the 97 is still in it. I believe he still has a fast repair because he avoided that second big wreck.
He probably does. I'm not fully sure though. We'll have to see.
He's still out there on track. Not giving up.
Let's see if Christopher Reese is in here. He is not in there, so I'll bring in Christian Roos real quick. Hey Christian, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, what's up?
Man, you got a face full of that car turned right in front of you and the Hupka, but both of you were able to make it through, though. I mean, how do you feel like you're sitting? Believe when they come to green, it'll be 2 to go. I mean, do you feel comfortable up there with Hupka as your teammate? I mean, you know you got somebody behind that can push, but how do you feel overall?
I definitely feel good with Hubka up here with me. I don't know how I feel about being this far forward. I feel like there's definitely going to be one more caution. It's just a question of where it's going to be. But I know Hubka's a good pusher. He's already said he's going to try to help me out as much as possible. So I'm just trying to squeak through as much as I can here, like I did that last caution, and try to get the win here.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I ran with you last year, so I was your teammate. So I'll be cheering you on, man. But I hope to see you doing some burnouts after this. But good luck, man.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that was Christian Roos, and as I said, I was his teammate last year. I was on the team that Hubka's on. It used to be called Not Fast Racing. He's went through a name change and called it Freedom Motorsports. They've got almost the exact same drivers as they did last season. Picked up 2 new ones that will be racing in, I believe, the next duel later on. So you'll get to see those new drivers come in. There's a little bit of some new faces in here, but still almost all the same drivers so far.
So, turns out Brock did have a faster car left, and he is right now chilling back in 12th place. And Chris Wheeler got the lucky dog, so he's in pit road right now, trying to service that vehicle and hopefully get back in contention.
It looks like he used his faster car already. Saved it for as long as he could. Kind of smart by him, but almost really risky saving it for that long in the race. Oh. Yeah, I think Karen's doing a race tonight. That's not what I need to see on there. So they'll be coming back, 2 to go. It's going to be an old-fashioned overtime pretty much here at Daytona. Yeah, I'm rooting for that 5 and that 14. Both been there, but it's going to be that 88 is going to lead him to green. He's going to have Whitehead behind him. The 17 with front-end damage is going to have Roos. Roos might try to duck down in front of Hubka if Hubka and him can work something out.
I think the money is definitely on that money line scheme with the 31 of Brock Whitehead, or I think it's going to be that the admin of the entire league, Chris Hubaka.
Chris Hubka.
Sorry, Hubka.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I can't get mad because people say my last name wrong.
I mean, hey, in HSR, you do get my name wrong all the time.
Oh yeah, I need to fix that. I realize that. I need to ask you after that how to say it.
It's Sano.
Sano.
The Z and the T are kind of silent.
Sano. Okay, I'll remember that then.
Okay.
I knew I was saying that wrong. I was like, when I looked back, I was like, I'm saying his name so wrong. And I knew it. And I was like, that's not his name.
Hey, I get it all the time.
Heck, people add an extra. People think my name's spelled Cobler. They add an extra B and call me Cobbler. And I'm like, I don't have a B anywhere.
The peach cobbler.
Oh yeah, as they're going to come into green, 88 is going to have the 31, 17 is going to have the 14 and the 60. Hubka's going to be on that bottom lane. So 88 has the 31 all over him. He wants him to go. He doesn't want him to deal with him at all. That 14, yep, yeah. He ducked down in front of the 5. That's going to put the 2 Freedom Motorsports drivers next to each other. They can work together now. That 31's really shoving though.
It's killed the outside lane.
Oh yeah, that outside lane has that 17. I think that 17, he can't get going like he needs to. He has that front end damage. It might be just a little bit, but
I bet you that 14 is going to pop up high with that outside lane.
I can see that happen. I believe as soon as that 5 can get clear, they're going to go up to that top lane.
Yep, 5 got a run for the 33.
They're going to stay in line, though. They might wait till the last lap. Is that 33? They're going to migrate up a little bit. There they go. Oh, they blocked.
No.
5 blocks the 33. 5's going to go. He's going to have to go middle now. He's going to be put almost 3 wide. Squeezes the 31. Oh, they're almost wrecking.
The 60 saved it.
They're 4 wide. Oh, Hupka's going to get turned into the 60, 60, 90. Oh, they're going to wreck. That might stay green, though. Hupka gets turned.
Still, it's the white flag.
Yeah, Kenny's going to get a good run on the outside. Kyle's Rocket Speeds has made his way up back to the pack. Hubka was trying to block, and he just got turned at the end. It's coming to the last lap, so he had to do something.
He's coming with a run with the 14, but I don't think it's going to be that powerful. Actually, 88 got too much of a lane.
Oh, 88's going to try to come up. He's going to get split. The 10's going to go to the lead. The man who won a recruitment race, 97's going to get almost turned. I don't know how he wasn't spun. The 14's got one last shot. He might need to lay back just a little bit. 10's blocking, 33's into the 17. 14's going to try to get the outside. He's going to go on the apron. It's going to be the 10 who wins the first duel. That was a race to the line. Almost like 4 or 5 crashes there. That was good racing, though.
That was.
We'll have to watch how much Roos was moving around, just trying to get around him. He went top, bottom. He was going everywhere he could. I'll get a little bit of a chase behind him. He was really moving around. He was trying to find something.
Hey, the top 3 just pulled out too much.
Oh yeah, I was hoping he would have stayed back just a little bit. Yeah, he's trying to get around him. He went top to the bottom. Just wasn't able to get by him. It's going to be Kenny who wins it. The 17 with that heavy front end damage. He'll come third though. Yeah, he's got a war machine pretty much. He had heavy damage there. I'll see if I can get Kenny in.
Yeah, the problem was definitely the 88 of Owens definitely left too much of a gap between him and the 31.
Oh, yeah, it was heavy damage. I don't think... Yeah, Kenny's not in here, so I'll have to pull second place car. Christian Roos in here. Come on, we pull him in here. Hey, Christian, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, what's up again?
Man, you went top to bottom all over him, just trying to get past him, and he got you at the line. I was hoping you'd get there, but I mean, it was super close. But I mean, how do you think that first duel? I mean, how did it feel overall for you? I mean, you lost. I mean, we did lose Hubka in the last one. How did you feel overall in that race?
It felt good. Felt good to get back behind the wheel. Felt good to be back in here with these guys. I was really hoping to pull that out there at the end. I just needed a little bit of help from behind. I hated seeing Hubka and the rest of the guys wreck back there, but I knew as soon as I lost him, I was on my own. So I had to make moves for me at that point, and had myself in a good position. I just, like I said, off of 4, I didn't have any help from behind and wasn't able to get to the 10. He was good there. Good win for Robert. I'm not mad with second, that's for sure, especially after missing the start.
Oh yeah. Well, man, that was a good race overall. Before I let you go, is there anybody that you want to thank? Anybody you want to shout out?
Big thanks to my sponsors: Smoke Pit, Extreme Automotive Detailing, 13 Speed, Southern Sim Graphics, Sim Speed Johnny, or Sim Racer Johnny. He's the one that painted this car for me. I don't think it's showing on the broadcast, but it's got my Do SA paint scheme from last year. Huge thanks to you for broadcasting. Kind of hate that I'm not in the booth with you this year, but I might be joining you later on as the season goes on. Once my son comes, I might have to step away from the wheel and step into the booth maybe. Thanks to Hubka for putting this on. I think I said that already. Thanks to the guys here that were racing. It was a clean race for the most part, and it was competitive too, which made it really fun.
Yeah, man. I tried refreshing your paint scheme to see it, but I mean, that was a good finish for you overall. I'll let you go back with Hubka now.
For sure, I appreciate it. A real quick shout out to my wife too. I always forget her, and I always get put in the doghouse. So thanks to her for supporting me and everything I do here on iRacing.
Yeah, glad you put that out so she can't chew you out now.
Exactly. I'll catch you later, man.
See ya. That was Christian Roos, the second place driver. I think that we actually had our third place driver jump in here also. He was James Silver. I looked right over him. Drag him in here. Hey, James, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man? Not sure if he's here. He might be on mute.
It might.
Yeah, I think he might be on mute just a little bit. Yeah, I believe he is, sadly. So I'll put him back in his. That was a third place driver, though. So we'll bring in the race winner, Robert Kenny. Hey, Kenny, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, you were holding on for dear life. You came from what, 5th on back on that last lap? I mean, how did you think that race went overall? I mean, that was crazy, man. How do you just feel overall, man?
Feels pretty good winning the even though it's not a points paying race, it feels good to win the first race of the season. Yeah, most of the race I was just just sitting there in the middle of the pack after that first wreck. Just biding my time, hoping that there'd be a caution towards the end so I could use the good old fast repair to have a chance of winning. And just followed the runs where I could, side drafted when I could to hold the bottom line where they were, and luckily enough the 14 stuck with me and pushed me past leaders. And off 4 was just rear view mirror driving, just to keep them behind.
Yeah, man, that was a crazy finish. But before I let you go, is there anybody that you want to shout out, anything you want to plug or something like that?
I just want to shout out to teammates of Sky Motorsports. They were in Discord with me, cheering me on. Hopefully, we can go 2 for 2 and have one of them win the second duel. It'd be Matt Rodriguez and Tom Bourne. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Our third place driver, I think he woke up, but that was our race winner, Robert Kenny. He had a. Oh, I can't drag him in here. It'll work for me. Hold on. Discord's not wanting to work very well. That's odd. It's not letting me drag people in like I need to. Yeah, thank you. James, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Sorry, I tried dragging in earlier, but I mean, third place finish with a damaged car. I was really surprised that you were able to stay up there. But I mean, how did you think that racing was overall coming to the line? I mean, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it, but I mean, you were hanging up there with them surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, we ended up getting one faster pair for the dual races. You know, I mean, it seemed clean for the first 5-6 laps, and then everybody decided to go crazy and start driving a little bit wild. So, I mean, I had a few people mad at me at the end, but you know, it's just part of racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's super speedway racing, so I mean, you're really just you're trying to keep people in there. And I really didn't think, from your damage. I mean, it was so heavy. I was like, there's no way he's gonna be able to stay up there. But I mean, you were able to pull off a third place finish.
Oh yeah,
pretty good.
I was surprised too without even having to use that faster pair. I'm surprised that about 25, 26 seconds worth of optional damage. I mean, didn't even slow the car down, not a bit. I don't believe.
Yeah, man, that is really. It seems to depend on these cars, where you get your damage. I mean, it can either end it or you'll be perfectly fine. I mean, I guess you must have gotten lucky. But before I let you go, is there anybody that you want to shout out? Anything that you want to plug before I move you out of that room?
Oh yeah. Well, I'd like to shout out y'all for putting on the broadcast, and shout out Chris for putting the lead together, and my sponsors. Shout out Function Junction Smoke Shop, Mountain View Detail, and Aerial Professionals of WNC, Sorrel's Marathon Garage, Team Goon Squad, and everybody at Cornerstone Motorsports. We got Brad Neer, Tyler Evans, Radburn Shutters, and Michael Vandermeed. And I always got to shout out Brent Keith at BK Paints because he makes some awesome paint schemes.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go here.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
You too.
And that was a third place finish for James Silvers, man, who car was whole beat in. Didn't really have, I didn't think he'd be able to stay up there. But it'll be Robert F. Kinney who will win it. Christian Roos will come second. James Silvers third. Kyle Rocket Speeds fourth. Brock Whitehead fifth. Noah Owens sixth. Chris Wheeler seventh. Brock Salvati eighth. Christopher Hubka ninth. Man, who was turning the last lap. Zachary Woods 10th. Christopher Burge 11th. Christopher Reese 12th. Trey Whitehead 13th, and man finishing last was Robert Lawrence. I think he pulled in, kind of, called it a night. But we'll be going live again shortly. We'll have like a little bit of a break, and then we'll be starting to stream again. It'll be up for Duel 2, as it'll be the rest of the drivers that were in here. But I'll roll an ad, and I'll let you guys go.